How are you supposed to play Tears of the Kingdom? The story of Tears of the Kingdom can be viewed through memories, just like in Breath of the Wild. But if you want to watch the story in order on your first playthrough, you would have to play the game in a very specific way. You can find part of the order in the back of the Forgotten Temple, telling you in what order to visit the geoglyphs, but that's not how you unlock every memory. So, how are you supposed to play Tears of the Kingdom so that you can watch all the memories in order? Spoilers! Well, the first thing you need to do is rescue the Deku Tree. He'll tell you where to find the Master Sword, but you'll just have to restrain yourself because that's going to spoil the entire friggin' story. You were forced to experience memory number 2 during the introduction sequence, and this won't be the only time we're forced to go out of order, but we'll come back to that. Now you can start to help the people of Hyrule with their catastrophes or whatever. You'll come across the geoglyph of Rauru by the new Serene Stable, and then the geoglyph of the original Hyrule Castle closer to Rito Village as you head into the Hebra region. With the Rito saved, you can now head east towards the geoglyph of the Pura pad between Trilby Plain and Trilby Valley. Go ahead and save the Goron and the Zora while you're here because we'll have to have done this to view a later memory. In between Hyrule Field and Necluda, you'll find the geoglyph of Amalduga. Make sure to ignore that funky looking geoglyph of Lake Hylia because it's not next on the list, but keep heading west and you'll find the geoglyph of Ganondorf swearing fealty to the kingdom along the mountains of the Gerudo Highlands. Now would be a good time to save the Gerudo people before heading north to the geoglyph of Sonia on the Illumini Plateau. Next on the list, head to Lurelin Village, but make sure to ignore that geoglyph at Lake Hylia again. With Lurelin restored, it's time for a cross-country trek to North Hebra where the geoglyph of Ganondorf transforming into the Demon King is. With 2/3 of the memories found, head to Hyrule Castle and take on this dungeon to get memory 11. With Phantom Ganon defeated, head to the geoglyph of the Secret Stone on Talus Plateau to the east. Now we can finally head to Lake Hylia to the geoglyph we eventually find out is Sonia's tombstone in the Forgotten Temple. Next is memory 14 depicting the Imprisoning War, which you'll get right after freeing Minoru at the Spirit Temple in the depths, but you'll also unlock memory 16 right after. Force out of order again. Head to the base of Death Mountain to find memory 15, which is the geoglyph of the Master Sword. With all of the geoglyphs now found, head to Rift Peninsula for the big reveal that Zelda is the Light Dragon. Now you can go claim the Master Sword from Zelda the Light Dragon, which will give you the final memory. We didn't get to watch the whole story in order, but we tried, right? It's literally impossible to truly experience the story in order, and that's part of my whole issue with how the story is delivered, but more on that in this short. Subscribe for more Zelda.